Did anything change in you?
Did I learn my lesson?
But I can't say a lesson because what you got
Yeah,
institutionalized
no,
for, you didn't do.
yeah, but I still sold drugs all my life.
Okay.
I was 13 months clean of selling dope. I finished it because I had 9 deals on the table.
Okay.
Music, you dig what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I was guilty of being a drug dealer, right? I wasn't guilty of those charges, and I could try to weasel my way out of it or whatever, you know. But I wouldn't give a fuck. When you go and you do that time, whether you did it or you didn't do it,
You want to
you,
change.
you learn a lesson.
I
Now,
understand.
sometimes it's going to be for some niggas go to jail and they get worse,
Yeah.
right?
I've seen that
And smart men go to jail and they're like, man, I can't let this happen again.
for sure.
You know what I mean? Some niggas seem like they like jail.
So you said you had a couple deals on the tables.
9.
9 deals.
Yeah.
So speak a little bit more to that. So you was from what I'm hearing, you were like successful musically.
Timothy. Yeah, bro. When it came down to music coming out of my, right then in that era, in my way, I was the hottest one coming out out the South. Right there, I had 9 deals on the table. I ended up signing with TVT. At the time, Yo Gotti was there, Pitbull was there, 9 Inch Nails was there.
Around what year was that? So
This was
people can know.
2006.
Okay,
Yeah,
2006.
what's his name? Lil Jon was there.
Heavy hitters.
Yin Yang Twins
Yeah,
was there. You know what I mean? So
that was the time.
yeah, so I had action at the music finally. So I left the drugs alone. You know. So, but I ended up with a crack case. That's where everybody knew. It was like, man, Black ain't fuck with no crack. You know what I mean? And because you know, had they caught me down bad, it would have been powder.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah,
But
yeah.
I hadn't sold drugs in over 13 months. Was done. Had a graduation party and all that.
Wow.
Because I was like, damn, the music finally paid off. But you know, karmatic law is real.
Okay.
It came back and got me. But musically, yeah,
So
I
you was
was him right
yeah.
there. Yeah.
So what would you say was like your breaking point musically when you was like, I made it. When you felt like I'm doing my thing.
When I had 9 deals on the table. Yeah,
Understandable.
that was like, okay, this shit about to
But
pay off, you
but
know.
let me pause real quick. A
Okay.
lot of people don't like they're making the music. I don't know if it's a time change or something, but they don't get to see even one deal, and they don't like. You have to be buzzing. Were you buzzing in your city?
Oh
You
yeah.
had to be buzzing in your
Yeah,
city.
I had a cold movement, man.
Okay,
Yeah, Twisted Black out of Fort Worth. Whenever you mention rap in Fort Worth, if somebody's being fair and not just dry hating, they have to mention me.
so what were you doing to push your music around that
See,
time?
back then it was all footwork, right? See, I had an ass load of street money, you know what I mean? I had bricks, you know, so
For
I, I,
sure.
I was decent. So I was in every city, in every state, just about. I went through the Midwest with this lady named Judy Jones. She was breaking the clips. She broke a little flip. She was fucking with T.I., all of them. So I ended up doing some business with Judy. Shout out to Judy. And she ended up taking me through a Midwest run, and with me having Detroit ties, going through Cleveland, Indiana,
Paid off.
what is it, Muncie, or whatever it is. You
Okay.
know, we went all that way and just blazed it up all the way through Atlanta. You know what I mean? Greg Street gave me a leg up, and so I had 2 rap Suburbans and putting stuff on. You know, back then it was about
Yeah, footwork.
your leg work.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was your leg
makes
work.
sense.
Yeah.
So you was doing your thing, man.
Yeah, it was.
And then your connection to Detroit made sense because you was able to have like a fan base over there in Fort Worth also. So it made sense. That's big. So okay. So mentally, you went to jail for, would you say like half your life? Or not in jail, you went to
Damn,
prison.
yeah, prison. Yeah,
Prison for
too many years of my life. Yeah, because I went to state prison before that. See,
yeah.
so I've given this the penal system itself way too many years. You know what I mean? Over 20 north of 20 years, easy. So
So mentally, would you say it took a toll on you?
fuck that. That's why I'm in therapy session.
For sure.
Yes,
For sure. What do you do in life that's therapeutic?
pray, read the Bible, watch Tony Evans,
I like that.
T.D. Jakes,
I like that. So you
Bill
have,
Winston.
I like
I
that.
can go on forever.
That's good. So
Yeah,
you have
but
a,
music is my therapy, to be honest with you. That's why I do it. I vent through my music. People play the music and they be like, oh, that nigga ain't even lying. That nigga, you know.
talking.
Yeah, so,
I've heard it. It's like you
yeah.
telling a story. Like you really,
Yeah, see, but a lot of people get it misconstrued, though. When I tell the story, I tell stories, right? But when I'm venting, it's my story. Like I'm not gonna vent another nigga business, basically. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah, for
Unless
sure.
I'm trying to make a mockery of him, and low key just trying to diss him or something like
Yeah, for
that.
sure.
I've been known to do that. But yeah, I'll make a story. I'm a pretty good storyteller.